Hello, everyone. So let's talk about the big question on everyone's mind. RRB NTPC के General Knowledge section में full score कैसे लाए? Is it even possible? Well, let me tell you, it absolutely is. And the secret isn't just hard work, it's all about smart work.
So in today's explainer, that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to crack the code by decoding the recent NTPC 2026 paper. We'll try to get inside the head of the exam setter, figure out what they're thinking, and use that to build the perfect study plan for you. Okay, so here's our roadmap for today. We're going to start with the exam pattern, dive deep into current affairs, tackle economy and polity, and then wrap it all up with a solid winning strategy just for you. Ready? Let's get into it. All right, first things first, let's look at the big picture. When you look at those 40 questions in general knowledge and general studies, what were they really asking? What's the trend telling us? Now, this slide is super important because it tells us exactly where to focus our energy. You see that? There's a really heavy focus on current affairs, especially events from 2024 and 2025. Then you have economy, budget topics, international agreements, and of course, major sports events like the Champions Trophy. All absolutely crucial. Oh, and don't forget, you can expect about 3 to 5 basic computer questions. So make sure you note these high-yield topics down. Okay, let's move on to what I think is the most important section, current affairs. Honestly, this section can be a total game changer. If you can get a good command over this, your chances of selection are going to shoot way up. You know, just saying current affairs is important isn't enough. We need to understand how the questions are framed. So let's break it down with a real example that was asked in this year's paper. So the paper asked who represented India at the SCO summit held in China. Now, this question makes it crystal clear that their focus is on high-level international relations and India's specific role in them. It's not just about where the summit happened. And that brings us to the crucial point. Just knowing about the event isn't going to cut it. You have to know the specifics of India's involvement. Who went? Were any important agreements signed? These details really matter. In this case, the correct answer was, of course, Narendra Modi. Next up, let's talk about a topic that seems to be a clear favorite for the exam setters, sports. And this time, the spotlight was shining brightly on the Champions Trophy. A lot of questions came from this single event. And wow, this table perfectly illustrates the level of detail you need. Just look at this. They ask who the host country was, that's Pakistan. When was the final? March 9th, 2025. Who was the highest scorer? Rachin Ravindra. And how many times has India won it in total? So you see, just remembering the winner's name is not enough. You've got to pay attention to all these multi-dimensional details. All right, let's tackle the section that students often find a little intimidating, economy and polity. But you know, from what we've seen in the paper analysis, if your core concepts are clear, this section can actually be very, very scoring. For example, take a look at this question. It's related to the budget, but they didn't ask about a specific budget provision. No, they got tricky. They asked for the constitutional article, where the budget is referred to as the annual financial statement. And the correct answer is Article 112. So what's the key takeaway here? It means you need to know the technical terms, like the fact that the budget is called the annual financial statement and the articles associated with them. This shows that you don't just need to know the facts, you need to understand their constitutional basis too. So, after digging through this entire analysis, what should you do now? What should your strategy be? Well, here it is, your simple 4-step action plan that you can start following from today. Okay, step 1, master current affairs. Really focus on the events from September 2024 to December 2025. Step 2, get your core polity concepts down, especially articles related to the budget and anything that's been in the news recently. Step 3, track those major sports events in detail. And finally, step 4, don't ignore computers. Be prepared for those 3 to 5 basic questions. If you follow these steps, you can give your preparation a real structure and hopefully maximize your score in the GK section. And now, this last question is just for you. After listening to this entire analysis, which topic are you going to pick up first? Think about it. Identify your weak spots, make a plan and just start from there. अगर आपको ये वीडियो हेल्पफुल लगा हो तो प्लीज़ लाइक, शेयर और चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करना मत भूलना। सारे PDFs के लिए मेरा टेलीग्राम चैनल ज्वाइन करें, लिंक डिस्क्रिप्शन